Hey everybody, it's Lisa. Welcome back to the channel and the farm. And I know I've been radio silent for a bit. The holiday was absolutely wonderful and peaceful. Life's been kind of busy, but all good. And it's also been quiet at the same time, if that makes sense. So I wanted to make a quick video and just talk about some things that got jostled during our live. Jostled in my brain, that is, during our live with Mountain Grandma and Casey over at Ormsby Farms. So let's talk a little bit about, when you have to make investments on your homestead. So as y'all know, we are cheap. We like to be thrifty. We like to repurpose, recycle, all that jazz. I'm sure you know that about us if you've been watching our channel for any length of time. But sometimes you have to invest. And what do I mean? Let me show you. So right there is our winter hay for the pigs. And as you can see, it's still on the trailer because we've been a little too busy to get stuff done. However, here's one of the things we invested in. And we still have to finish it. But one of the things we invested in was a portable shelter. And we did not buy this new. This was somebody we knew who had this. And it is, I think, 10 by 22. And it will fit not only the hay, but some other things, and we'll be able to walk in. And hopefully we will get this done in the next week or so. And it was a really good price to be able to get it. And so that'll eliminate the trailer, which will be a really good thing. And it was cheaper than a regular building. So here's an item that we didn't necessarily invest in because I actually won it free. This is my second run chicken door that I won off an Instagram giveaway, and that's an automatic door. And you can see we put a board up because that was a hollow door and we needed a flat space to be able to mount the door to. But what the beauty of this is this takes all things away from us, meaning that the chickens can free range from 2 to 5 and they know to be back inside, and that's made things a lot easier. Now, that does not take the place of me checking on my animals. That does not take the place of me supervising when needed, but it is super helpful. The other thing is if you remember, we had a dog attack and kill half of our flock in April of 22, and the dog would not have fit through this door, so that helps protect them somewhat, not all the way, from larger predators that can't fit in. The other chicken door that we have is actually from the door into the run, so we like that as well. So I'm over by the piglets, and another thing that we invest in whenever we can get them on sale is heated dog bowls. We invest in them because they're really an easy way to keep water flowing for the chickens, any type of game birds, poultry, as well as little piglets. And it works really, really well. Another thing is the Premier One heat lamps. We invested in them because we like the fact that they are sturdy, they have cages on them, and they also can be secured very well. The cord is screwed onto the lamp. I'm going to have to close the door. Hang on, guys. Sorry, Piglet's trying to get out. The cord is secured onto the lamp, and it has such a really good sturdy hook. And don't get me wrong, heat lamps are not safe. I get that, and I agree. However, with Waylon being sick, we had to have a heat lamp in for him, and we're weaning him off of it now that we have a warmer week. But those heat lamps really were worth the investment versus the old school ones that were metal, cheap and readily available. We have an awesome bulb in there, and I feel that they're a lot safer. We use them for the piglets as well. And obviously, a stock tank and stock tank heater are really needed for the pigs because sometimes we only have access to buckets of water, and you can see they make their water dirty. This got filled last night, and it's already got mud and feet in it from their jowls when they go in there. But this really helps to make things a lot easier and keep their water flowing most of the year. Last but not least, we invested in 2 more things for our homestead to make life easier when giving injections for our pigs. This is what they call a slap shot. So instead of just using a syringe with a needle on the end and having to inject a pig, this allows you to actually slap it right in them, and then you attach it to a precision syringe, and that gives them the right dose. The beauty of it is you're able to give them an injection, give them the right dose right away, and they can take off and walk away. So for example, we are a small farm. We don't have livestock chutes and all that, although we are trying to come up with one on our own. But in the meanwhile, injections for the adult pigs is a bit challenging. You have a syringe and you go to inject the animal, and what happens is they feel the poke, they start to walk away, and the syringe pulls out. Now you have to poke them again, and the process sometimes happens multiple times. So you're sticking an animal a lot more than you need to. There's concerns about the needle and so on. If you look up Slapshot online and see how it works, they have some really good videos, because here you are, you have the gun and you have this long tubing and you get it in them, and while they're walking around, the needle is still in them. You're able to inject the dose. You do lose a little bit of medication in the tubing, but it's a much nicer experience for you and your animals. So highly recommend investing in one of these, and I can't wait to use it. So obviously there's other things that we have invested in over the years, and you know what they are because you've watched our channel. But just to give you a recap, we invested in our freeze dryer, which is behind me. We've invested in water bath canners, also pressure canner. The pressure canner and the water bath canners were bought used. We also invested in a Nesco slash Carry, because I know their names go back and forth depending on when you buy them with companies. But we also invested in a pressure cooker that also is a pressure canner and water bath canner for small batches. And no, it's not approved. You don't need to do that, but I'm just telling you that I have it for small batches, and it's been a lifesaver for me. So let me know in the comments, what things have you invested in for your farm that makes life easier? The other thing is I wanted to ask y'all to just say a little prayer, because tomorrow, November 29th, live on Instagram at XOXO Farm Girl, the winners of the grants will be announced. And good luck to everybody. Everybody is so deserving. We had put in for fencing and expanding and fencing repairs, and we're super excited. So fingers crossed, everybody. Have a great day. Take care.